Up, everyone? It's your girl Jay Luna. You're still tuned in to Ill Vibe Theory, your number one source for underground hip hop and R&B in the Las Vegas Valley. We're listener supported 91.5, the Rebel HD2 KUNV Las Vegas broadcast service of UNLV. Like I said, it's your girl Jay Luna, Kaylin Hype, and Christian FGY in the building, and now we have Poetik Force and Dame in the building. What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's going on? Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No, for sure. And like we said earlier, we had you guys in the studio before, or I'm sorry, not Dame, but we had Poetik in the studio. When was it? Like a few months ago?
Yeah, I was in September on a more peace tour with the Asiatic Rhythms and Hard Work.
Yeah,
so
how's it been?
It's been really good. They're doing really good. The Asiatics, the tribe couldn't make it because they're in the studio. They're working right now, so everybody just doing new music and just setting up the next tour and just trying to hit the road again.
No, most definitely.
Yep.
Most definitely. And just like, I guess like we can jump right into it.
Yeah, definitely.
So how was your guys' like trip down here? It was really good?
Everything was good. We had a great drive. We loved it, and we're here. That's the blessing part of it.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And like we said before, we talked to you last year. How do you think that you progressed since then? You know, you were touring back then. Now you have this project Mirrors.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Well, the progression is awesome. You know, every year I want to progress. That's what it's about. You got to keep moving forward. With the Mirrors project, you know, it all just became what it was just once a thought. And now it's like here, tangible and physical. So I've just been really promoting that, focusing in on that, and also doing new music. So I think that doing this album, you know, made me who I am now, and I'm able, like, I can see the growth, you know, with this new music that I'm working on. So I'm just thankful for this album, Mirrors, and just gonna keep pushing it out there for sure.
Definitely. And obviously, like, it strings in your music, just in general, positivity.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're a really positive person.
Definitely.
Peace and blessings.
Definitely.
And, you know, you post really inspirational stuff all the time.
Thank you.
And I know that you live that. So can you talk about how you incorporated that in Mirrors and how you do it in your music in general?
Definitely. Well, you know, I just think everybody needs to stay on that state of mind, that positivity, that follow your dreams and never give up, never worry about what others have to say about your craft. You know, you just got to stay focused on what you want to do. And Mirrors is just like my journey and my story, and it really is just who I am, and just spreading that story of my life, you know. And I've been through a lot of ups and downs, and through the downfalls, I just wanted to stay positive, and I went through a lot, you know. And I think just staying positive will get you through, you know, a lot of barriers and stuff like that. So it's just about staying inspired and keeping it going.
Most
for sure.
Definitely, and we're looking at, you know, all of your features and the producers that you have on this project.
Cool.
And we saw that you have Jansport J. So can you talk about like how that came to be and you guys' relationship so far, if it's progressed in any way?
Definitely. With Jansport, man, piece of Jansport J. Jansport J has been working with us for a while now. Before when we started, we were a group called Conscious Minds and Cove Originals, and Jansport J, you know, produced for us back in the day with that. And just every year, he just kept working with us, and you know, he's blowing up. He's Delicious Vinyl now, and you know, we're doing our thing. So it's just really good to see everybody in the team just kind of, you know, seeing their dreams come to, you know, life. So it's really dope. Piece of Jansport though, he's a really awesome guy, awesome producer.
Definitely. And can you tell us about who you have with you today? I know Dame works with your PR.
She is.
She's a writer.
She is. Dame Lush.
Introduction.
Peace and love.
See, it's both of you guys. Just vibe off each other.
That's cool.
Good energy.
No, so can you tell us a little bit about your involvement with Asiatic Rhythms and just the whole movement?
Yeah, basically, I'm just like the one to spread the word. You know, I'm the person who I really believe in these guys, not just as a collective, but individually. And they all have, you know, great music and a great message behind everything that they create, because it's coming from the heart and it's something totally original. And ever since I met them, I just felt something special. And, you know, I carried the tribe with me everywhere I go. I'm just the person, you know, to represent overall, because, you know, I feel like the world needs to hear these guys. And it's not just because, you know, we're out here to make it big, but it's something we want to fulfill within our purpose. And I see that in each and every one of them. So I'm just the person, you know, out there really, really trying to get it heard. And, you know, I believe in them 100% to the fullest.
That's awesome. If you could describe like Mirrors just in like 3 simple words, what do you hear?
Oh,
like
man.
if you had to describe it.
Three simple words would be reflections, inspiration, and positivity, for
Why
sure.
do you say that?
Well, reflection just because mirrors, you see yourself. I see myself, looking in my mirror and seeing who I am, and I just wanted to let that out and show the world who I am. I just didn't want to keep that trapped in me. So reflections and inspiration, I just want to inspire. That's my main goal with the music. Forget the money, forget the label, forget the paychecks. I just want to touch hearts. I want to uplift people with my message, about my music, powerful music. I think music can be so timeless, like Bob Marley and the Beatles and Michael Jackson, and these people just really inspired the world, and that's what I want to do, and that's my goal. And again, positivity is just staying true to who you are, staying true to your art. And when you're chasing something like this, when you're chasing this dream, you get caught up in distractions, and you got to stay positive for yourself, and just believe in yourself, and everything will work out.
I like
So
that.
mirrors.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
You're so positive. I love it.
Thank
It's
you.
So, it rubs off on you as soon as you walk in the door. You're so happy.
Definitely. Try to be.
Yeah. So we were just talking a little bit off air about you're going to school in LA for
Yeah.
audio engineering.
Yeah,
Can you tell us a
am.
little bit about that and how it's helped you as an artist?
Wow. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I go to Los Angeles Recording School in Hollywood, and it's been great. I've been going there for a year now. I'm about to graduate in April.
Nice.
So it's crazy how time flies.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to my man in the tribe, Asiatic Rhythms Funk Logic. He was the one that went first. And he is now in the entertainment business program getting his bachelor's. So he's doing that, and he was like, yo, P, I think, this is a really good experience. You should really try to come. I learned a lot, and we should do this together, And I was like, man, let's go. So I went, signed up, and I learned a lot in this school. It's not like a lot of people sign up thinking it's like a rap school, like, oh, I'm going to graduate and like meet Jay-Z or blow up or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like audio engineering, it's like the technical side. It's like about why your music sounds the way it does and stuff like that. And just learning that, and just not learning just in rap. It's just learning the foundations of music itself, you know what I mean, and different aspects of the whole music world. And learning that, I think, would just grow me as a person individually,
Definitely.
So it's really dope.
So this far, you still have a little ways to go, but this far, how do you think, what's your biggest takeaway thus far that you've learned about yourself in the program and learning everything that you're learning? What's your biggest takeaway right now?
Like, what did I take from, what am I
Yeah.
taking from it? Oh, it's just learning, it's about the knowledge, it's just, you learn this knowledge, and it's like, it's up to you to do something with it. These teachers can teach you this, hey, this is how it could work. Now it's up to you to fulfill that, and I just want to take the knowledge and run with it. So I'm just thankful for keeping the knowledge of the music world, and that's what I really took from it, for sure.
Definitely. And can you tell us a little bit about your creative process? I know that probably since you're going through this school now, maybe you have like a different view on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe you're more involved.
Definitely.
Can you talk a little bit
Yeah, I
about
am.
that?
I'm actually like assisting, doing engineering now, and
Sweet.
I'm assisting with Funk Logic. I help them doing like mix edits and stuff like that. So when I'm in the studio now, it's like I don't just do a verse and let my engineer mix it. It's like I know what he's doing now, and I want to be a part of that. And it's really cool, like mixing my own music. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of know what I want. So it's really dope to like do that myself now. And we get in the studio with Dr. Dre, and I won't have to be in the back, and I could like talk with Dr. Dre now, like, hey, this is what he's doing. We can like really relate, So it's really dope to learn more things, just not just one thing.
No, definitely.
I like how you mentioned Dr. Dre, and it just had me thinking really quick. If you could choose somebody that you could maybe work alongside to help produce like some of your music, maybe like if you had like a dream producer, like I want to co-produce with this person, who would it be?
I would have to choose Rick Rubin.
Yeah,
Rick
that's a good
Rubin,
choice.
for sure. I mean, I like just his spirituality, his mentality, his calmness, and he produced a lot of artists, like tons of hip hop artists, Jay-Z, Beastie Boys, and not even just hip hop, like a lot of rock and roll too. And I think Rick Rubin just has this connection, this spiritual connection that I would love to work with Rick Rubin for sure.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre too, but Rick
That
Rubin,
would be
definitely.
No, that's dope. And I know, like, we were looking at your bio a little bit too, how you talk about injustice and politics and empowerment in your music. So can you touch on a little bit of that? Is it from your experiences, or is it just
Definitely.
like what's been going on socially right now?
Yeah,
What inspired you to?
it's like it's
study
everything.
music?
It's like street politics, you know, and world politics. But street politics is because, you know, I was from, you know, I'm from the streets. You know, I seen the streets. I seen a lot of like drugs and crime and all that stuff, like living in the suburb, but I still seen a lot of bad things. You know, it's like street politics. You know, you have to get yourself up out of there, and you can't get caught up in that lifestyle. You know, life is bigger than just committing that negativity. You know, so the politics in the world as well, it's like, what are we fighting for? You know, what is everybody chasing? Why is everybody going to other country? Why are we worrying about, you know, them, or why are they worrying about us? It should be unified. You know what I mean? It's just politics is usual, like what Jay said. You know,
Yeah. I
so
like that. I like that a lot. Well, I think that were you gonna say something? No? Okay. But like to sum up a few things too, like what do you want people to take from your music in general? I know you said positivity and inspiration and things like that. How is your music unique from other artists that strive for that?
wow, that's a good question. I just the main thing again. I just want to inspire people. You know, like that's all it is. I just want to see my team like see their dreams come true. Like it's just about just being successful on what I love to do. You know what I mean? And that's like the main thing. I just want to inspire people. I want to motivate people. I want people to put in my album in the morning when they wake up and like, ooh, like get them, you know, ready to go for life. You know what I'm saying? Not just for the day, but for life.
Yeah.
And that's just the main goal. That's my main goal, is just to inspire. And I think I'm different because it's like my nationality for one thing, you know. I think
Talk about that.
it's my nationality is different, and you don't really see that in the hip hop industry. So it's like, well, what the hell do you got to say? You know what I mean? And when I come in there, when I go on stage, it's like, man, what is this guy talking about? This guy is amazing. You know what I mean? This guy's saying something, and that's the main thing. It's just keeping that culture alive and again inspiring the world, for sure.
Definitely. I like seeing where this project is going.
Thank
I
you.
hope it really turns out well.
Thank you.
And it touches a lot of people. But it's the beginning of the year, I guess, February.
Definitely.
So do you have any goals for yourself by the end of the year? Like, I want to hit this. I want to do this. Something like that. Do you have any goals for this year?
Yeah, I want to definitely create another project and hit the road again and go on another tour and try to hit the East Coast this time. And that's like what I want to try to definitely solve for this year. Hit a East Coast tour, hit New York City, Philly, Chicago, Midwest, all that, and go out that way. And that's definitely my two main goals for sure.
Definitely. And are we going to be expecting that possibly you solo, or is it always going to be, you know, the whole crew you're going to try to
Of
do?
course, I would love to travel with the Asiatic Rhythms with the tribe. You know, that's hard to say. You know, if we're gonna do it together, we'll do it together. But they might be on a tour, and I might be on a tour. But definitely, as a collective, how we did it last time, I think that would be great, because when you have your team with you, it's like you can move mountains. You know what I mean? With just bigger like that, you have more of a movement. You know what I mean? So I would love to travel with the tribe, but you know, we'll see where it goes. We'll see where I go.
Definitely. And then, like, to sum everything up, like, what's next for you? I know you said possibly a new project. You do put out music pretty consistently, which is awesome.
Definitely.
So we won't forget it, you know, and we'll still always want something more. What's next for you?
What's next is just graduating. That's next. And you know, just I'm not so sure. It's just like in God's hands, you know what I mean? I just got to keep going. Just see where it takes me, you know?
I like it.
Sure.
Well, thank you once again for coming
Thank
out.
you.
It's always a
Appreciate it.
pleasure having you here. When you said it, I was like, duh, of course.
Thank
you know what I
you.
mean?
Thank
like,
you.
You guys are always welcome here. I do want to get into this track, though, Know Thy Heart Off Mirrors. If you could just give us a little sum of, like, what that means in essence and why
Definitely.
you created that song.
Know Thy Heart is produced by Sky Hutch. He actually produces for Absol, Kendrick Lamar. He's a Grammy nominated as well, so that's really
Sweet.
dope. So peace to Sky Hutch. So it was really a blessing to work with him on that. And Know That Heart, this song is just about know thyself, you know who you are, and it's pretty much my story. So know thy heart, know my heart, and this is who I am. So yeah, single, check it out. Know That Heart. I actually have a music video as well for it. So
Yes. You want to talk about the visuals a little bit too? 'Cause
yeah, the
that's a
visual
really
is
nice
just
video.
yeah. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's just I just kind of wanted to keep it rugged. You know what I mean? Keep it
Yeah.
hip hop, and it's like kind of like an oxymoron. It's like I'm talking about like this positive thing. It's like knowing your heart, but in like this abandoned warehouse. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Kind of like alone. So it's like an
Mhm.
oxymoron, but it's just knowing who you are, knowing where you stand, and know that heart.
Awesome.
Represent.
Awesome. Well, we're going to get into that track
Cool.
right now. Poetic Force, Know Thy Heart off Mirrors. Check it out.
Peace.